Good morning, students. Today's lesson is Unit 8, Lesson 8, Solar System. Pupils Book, page 95. Activity Book, page 89. So today we're going to talk about the solar system. There are 8 planets in our solar system. The Sun is the queen of the solar system, and all those 8 planets circle around her. They move around the Sun. Let's talk about each planet individually. First planet is Mercury. Now look at Mercury. That's what Mercury looks like. Let's talk a bit about Mercury. Number 1, it's the closest planet to the Sun. Number 2, it's also the smallest planet. So Mercury is the smallest planet. Number 3, it doesn't have moons. There are no moons in Mercury. Number 4, it's got little gravity and no air. So, can we live in Mercury? No, we can't. We need air and we need gravity. Second planet is Venus. Venus. This is what Venus looks like. Let's talk about a bit about Venus. Number 1, it's the hottest planet because of the greenhouse gas. Now, planet Venus, it's surrounded by some gas called the greenhouse gas. The greenhouse gas keeps the heat inside the planet. That's why it's the hottest planet. Even though Mercury is closer to the Sun, Venus is hotter than Mercury because of the greenhouse gas that keeps the heat inside the planet. All right? The second thing, it's a very bright planet. When it's night, go outside and look up in the sky. You will be able to see Venus because it's so bright. It's shining like a star. So Venus is a very bright planet. Venus doesn't have moons, just like Mercury. They both don't have any moon. Third planet is Earth, our home. Of course, this is what Earth looks like. Now let's talk a bit about Earth. It's our home. Number 2, it's got one moon. The moon we see every night. Number 3, it's got 5 oceans. Number 4, it's got lots of air, land, and water. Can we live on Earth? Of course. Humans can live on Earth. A lot of living beings, like animals and plants, can live on Earth because of the air and because of the water and the land and, of course, the gravity. The fourth planet in our solar system is Mars, the red planet. Why do they call it the red planet? Because of its color. It's got a red color. Now, let's see some information about Mars. It's called the red planet because of its red color. Number 2, it has got 2 moons. Number 3, it's got hills and mountains. Number 4, it had water in the past. You see, scientists say that Mars used to have water. That's why they think there were some living beings in Mars in the past. And that's why scientists are working on a way for us to travel to Mars and live there. Do you want to live in Mars? Maybe it's going to be fun. Fifth planet is our first gas giant, Jupiter. This is Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. Now, of course, number 1, it's the biggest planet. Number 2, it's got the great red spot. Where is it? There it is. Look, the great red spot. It's very famous. What's the great red spot? It's actually a storm. All right? Number 3, it's got 79 moons. Now, in your book, they say that it's got 60-something moons. That's wrong. The book, I think that your book is old because in reality, right now, they have discovered more moons for Jupiter. So the total number so far is 79 moons. It's got no land. Jupiter is a giant gas. It's just filled with gas, all right? And number 5, it's got one large ocean. So that's Jupiter for you. Planet number 6 is Saturn. All right? So this is Saturn. I think most of you know Saturn. It's got a lot of rings. This is not just one ring. It's a lot of rings. Number 2, it's got a lot of moons. Number 3, it's a gas giant like Jupiter. And number 4, it's got no land. So can we live on Saturn? I don't think so. Planet number 7 is Uranus. They call it the funny planet. Why? Because it's tilted on its side. Look, it's like it's sleeping. It spins on its side. So number 1, it's tilted on its side like it's sleeping. Number 2, it's got rings, just like Saturn. Actually, all the gas giants have rings. Number 3, it's got 27 moons. Number 4, it smells like bad eggs. Scientists have discovered that Uranus has a very bad smell. It smells like rotten eggs. All right? The last planet, planet number 8, is Neptune. This is Neptune, the blue planet. So number 1, it's called the blue planet because of its blue color. Number 2, it's got 6 rings. Number 3, it's got 13 moons. And number 4, it's got lots of gas and wind. It's a windy planet. So these are the 8 planets. Now, what's your job, students? You have to memorize their names in order. Now, I'm going to sing a song which I found on the internet, and hopefully you would like it. Let's start. So, Mercury is closest to the sun. Venus has lots of greenhouse gas. Earth, my home, my favorite one. Mars had liquid water in the past. Jupiter, the biggest one in size. Saturn has rings and many moons. Uranus is tilted on its side, and the furthest is Neptune. Now, let's see them again. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. All right? Memorize them because I'm gonna ask you to name them all in order in the discussion room. All right? Open your Pupils Book, page 95. This is our lesson today, the solar system. Read about the planets here and then answer these questions, all right? Open your activity book, page 89. Okay, so these are the planets in order. And I want you to read this and answer these questions, all right? About the last one, I'm going to tell you how to do it. How to answer this question. You can use sayings to help you to remember the order of the planets in our solar system. Make up your own sayings. Now, to remember Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, they made up words that it means something when you put them together. Most for Mercury, very for Venus, educated for Earth, and monkeys for Mars. When you say them together, it says most very educated monkeys. Okay? Now, you make up your own words here. Look at me. I'm going to make up mine. So M for must, V for value, E for each, M for mother. When I say it together, it says must value each mother. All right? You must love each mother and respect her. Mothers do a lot for us. So this is what they did. It's easy. Just make up words you would remember the planets. On the other side, we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. The words they used are just, sleep, under, newspapers. Okay? So they made up a sentence to remember the planets. You can do that here. I'm not going to do it. It's your turn now. And this was Teacher Farah Al-Maimouni. Thank you very much.